Hello, Basement Movie Room. We're back again with another review, and this one is not good. We loved Mandy. You loved Mandy.
Yeah.
I loved Mandy. So we decided why not check out Panos Cosmatos' first film, Beyond the Black Rainbow. I purchased it. It was only like $7 on Amazon. Looks cool from the cover. Everything looks good. Not good. Not good. So, I don't know that I can explain the plot of this film. I don't know. All I know is that there's an opening where this guy is talking about a retreat center to go to make your life better. That they found the secret to a happy life. And that opens up in like a little box on the screen, and we were scared it was all going to be in that little box. This isn't even 4:3. This is more like 2x2 box, you know. And that ends, and you're introduced to, you know, cheap poor man's Christian Bale.
Yeah, creepy Christian Bale.
Creepy Christian Bale, and a girl named Elena. We get that. We don't catch that guy's name until later. I think the subtitles gave his name away.
Yeah.
It's the only reason we knew it, because we couldn't hear him very well. The sound mix was really bad for his voice. It felt a little echoey even.
The music they had in the background was just drowning out his voice.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
bad.
It was,
throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
So this guy's interviewing Elena, and you slowly come to find out Elena has some psychic abilities. And I guess you're supposed to understand that Elena's birth and some things they were doing here, which were like weird, were giving her these psychic abilities. And then there's this pyramid thing that is like tempering her abilities, I guess. It's holding them back.
They turn up the energy.
Yeah, and then you turn it up and down. This poor man's Christian Bale, Michael Rogers, I think, played this guy. His name was Niall. I think they call him Niall, but I think his name was Nyland. His last name was Nyland. It's like Michael Nyland or something.
Doctor. Yeah.
But he's talking to Elena a few times in the movie. You get this whole section where it's like black and white, but it's only black and white because the exposure is turned up really high on the camera, I think, where it's like super bright white light, so all you see is like the outlines of their eyes and their hair. And he goes into this pit of liquid and comes out, and Elena's born. He kills Elena's mother. We're not sure who Elena's father is, but I'm fairly certain that Elena's father is actually her grandfather as well, because that's the only part that seems to make sense to me.
Yeah, I guess that's how it is.
And she's got these powers from this, like, I don't know, he goes into this goo stuff, and
he was in some like alternate
he's
universe.
Seen things, he says later in the movie. He's seen things, that he's special, and it changes him. You don't realize it's changed him until really the best part of the movie, to be honest, is the parts where he is changed, where he takes off his wig and he's completely bald, and he takes out these contact lenses, and his eyes are all like, I don't know, it looks like his like irises are like just poof, exploded in his eye.
Just all over.
Yeah, like, because his eyes look somewhat normal, but then the black is all over him.
Which the eye was the opening.
Yeah, it's just messed up.
Scene.
It's like,
he had all those different eyes or whatever.
Yeah, there were eyes.
Something with that. I don't know.
And like, explaining the plot doesn't do this any justice, because the plot doesn't exist, in my opinion. It's just nothing. Explaining it in like 2 minutes was fine. Because really, the one reason I think, honestly, to watch this movie is the cinematography.
Yeah, he has some pretty cool shots.
There's cool shots in it.
Use of color, different colors.
Yeah, the
He
use
loves
of
his
color,
red.
red.
Just like Mandy. Loves his red.
Red all over.
Yeah.
And then you have that scene with the white and the black, which is striking, but overall just like, what the heck? What the heck's going on here? You don't really have any idea what's going on. You're never given any reasoning behind things other than maybe just what I said. You'd think it goes one way. But basically, Nyland decides he just wants to kill everybody at some point, and he
goes crazy.
Yeah, he takes off all his stuff. He looks like a monster, essentially. Well, not a monster, just a creepy bald guy.
Yeah.
And he kills his wife. He goes and kills these two random dudes out in the woods because he thinks they messed with Elena, who has escaped at this point. She escapes, which there's no real indication of how or why she escapes. It just There's a zombie at one part that she escapes when she meets. It's just
she just went through all these different sections of this building. That was like a 10-minute ordeal.
Yeah, it did show her also kill like one of the assistants in the place. At some point, she kills assistants with her mind powers. Her mind bullets.
At that point, it was kind of intriguing.
Yeah, you get parts that are like keeping us awake. To be honest, I was dozing during this. It's so slow.
Beyond the black eyelids.
Yeah, but yeah. So I mean, ultimately, the ending is not satisfying. Don't expect a satisfying ending. It just happens.
Yeah.
You don't even know why it happens, really. You assume Elena has a part in it, but you can't really know. It looks like an accident, to be honest. So the ending is weird. The whole movie's extremely slow. Like I said, it's worth seeing for the kind of weird shots that Cosmatos does. And you can see Mandy in this. You can see where he goes.
Yeah.
With Mandy, you see little bits and pieces in this movie that you're like, oh yeah, that was in Mandy.
Yeah, he brought that over.
Yeah, that was in Mandy. Yeah. He used that again, and that's kind of like his signature style, I guess. But like I didn't tell you, I hopped on Wikipedia because I want to know the name of one of the actors. While we were watching it, and I looked at the reception area, and our one viewer that loved this in Justice League review is going to love this again. One of the reviewers, and I agree with this, all ambience and no substance. So, style over substance.
Style over substance, yeah.
It is. It's what it is.
This is just style.
You can't, it's not even telling a story. It really doesn't have much of a story.
Yeah,
it's just Cosmatos wanting to do something crazy. And he does. He just makes this crazy movie that is dreadfully boring at times. It has its moments. Most of the moments are in the last probably 30 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah.
And even then, I was pretty bored throughout that part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you need acid or shrooms.
Yeah, you need something. You need something.
Because it is very psychedelic.
Yeah, something extra to enjoy this properly. Yeah. But yeah, I do think the music is very good in it, though. Like the score overall, I like the score. It's overwhelming sometimes, though.
Yeah, especially when you can't hear it.
Yeah, but it seems like the same.
But I don't think it really mattered.
No, the dialogue doesn't matter. The dialogue never mattered.
So
it's an interesting score. I think it's good score. It's constant. I don't think the music stops at all at any point in the movie. Maybe a couple spots. Well, yeah, there were a couple spots because there are a couple spots where it goes from like really like loud into boom, nothing. Yeah. So it's an interesting score for sure. I enjoyed it. I think it's the same people who did Mandy's score, which is also great. Mm-hmm. It's very fitting for what's going on in the movie. But yeah, ultimately, this is not a great movie. I don't think I'd recommend anybody watch it.
I would not.
But all right, so we'll go to ratings. It's not going to be good. But where are you at?
Man, I mean, this is under a 1 for me.
Under a 1.
This is a 0.9. I'll give it that because the way it looked good at certain points of the film, but the score for me didn't work because it was just as mundane as the
I get that.
As the movie. It was just long, drawn out score, just like the movie. And I mean, it had some cool. That's why it's not a 0. Had some cool imagery, but other than that, I'd throw this one in the trash.
Yeah, it's not great. I own it now.
Which it's his first film.
It is. It's his first film.
For a first film,
yeah. I'm waffling on the score. I'm not going to give it as low as you're giving it. I was between a 1.5 and a 2 because it has moments that I think are good. It just doesn't have enough of those moments. So I think I am going to give it the 2. I think I'm going to give it the 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 2, which is not great. I mean, that's not great. That's like a D. That's like a D. But I'm going to give it a 2 because I think a lot of things worked in the movie. It just ultimately wasn't that interesting. I do like the villain in the movie when he finally comes out. It's just that getting there took so much effort. This was a project, is what this was. This was. We were like, oh God, there's an hour left. I literally looked at the time, and I thought we'd been watching for like an hour and a half, and it was like 40 minutes.
Was it a 2-hour movie?
Yeah,
just under 2
hours. 1 hour and 52 minutes.
Yeah.
It
felt like 4 hours.
Yeah, it felt like Justice League.
This is how Justice League should have felt.
Yeah. So that's it. Beyond the Black Rainbow, not a recommend.
At least Justice League has substance.
Yeah. So we're on to our next movie.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a surprise announcement for the month of May. We may make that announcement in its own video for all of our 3 to 7 viewers to see. Yeah. It's going to be a good announcement. You're going to want to see that announcement for that. I don't know where we're going next on movies. We haven't decided where we're going next. We decided to watch this one. I got a couple more in that I got in from Amazon that I ordered, but we'll see.
Yep.
So we'll see you next time on Basement Movie Room.
Cheers.
Very good. It's very, very good. You know, this is always the highlight of my day.